Ringo Sparky here, and we're looking at Dark Ages. Well, I'm going to take you through a series of videos for slaying the creepers. So I've pulled up some of the quests here that I just copied from online. And one of the things that we want to do to kind of make this a lot easier is set up all of the items that we need beforehand. So here's a list of all of the fruit. This series right here, this grouping, will all be found in Shinewood, where we'll spend most of our time. The cherry and the grape we'll have to buy from the farmer, and I'm going to show you about the tentacle here. So, as we start to move, clear that out, I'm going to show you where everything is. We start here at Private Cave. It's just a nice central location. But the farmers for the cherries and the grapes are going to be way over here on the west side. So you run over there, go to them. They're separated on either end of the town in a sense. And just go in and buy them. I think they're like 50 gold and 10 gold or so. Very inexpensive. But once you have that in your inventory, and then you can gather the rest in Shinewood as we go down there further. Also, the mantis eyes will be found there. It might take a minute to grab them, but you'll need 3 of them. The only other thing, too, is that you'll need 2 tangerines. Anyways, what we also want to do beforehand is complete the golden floppy quest and gather your breath ring. This will be needed to get your tentacle unless you purchase it from another player. But I decided to go in and show how to get one because it's not always floating around and some people might not know how and where to get them. The golden floppy quest to get the breath ring, you're on your own for that. It should be easy enough to figure out. Just kind of takes enough time for the right drop to come from the golden floppy for you to then turn in for the quest. All right, another 2 things that we're going to want once we kind of get into Shinewood, especially once we get in towards the bosses and the Cretan, are going to be a nice light amulet, or at least something for light attacks, some kind of light-based necklace, and our light belt for light defensive attacks. And that'll help down the road. All right, as we've come down here in Lyneth Beach, we're going to come to the very end of North Beach 2. Here will be the cave, and we have to equip our breath ring. I'm actually going to switch it so it's the other ring, keep my better ring on. And this will allow us to breathe underwater so that we can get into Lyneth Sea. My line up not right here. Oh, I'm one over out. And then we can come down here to find an octopus. I like to use my mini-map just to kind of help look around and see. First couple of maps should be pretty easy, especially if you're at my level. This will be a walk in the park. I've already mastered, and I'm at AB 95. Now, with that said, most people going after the Cretans, whether it's this one or one of the other 3, you're most likely going to be in the range where you're just after Master. You probably don't have max stats yet. Maybe you do. It's great if you do. But I think the average person, if they're just playing, have played as a group, not getting leeched or helped through, you're going to want a group for this, will probably be not quite max stats, and definitely probably not more than like 10 or 20,000 HP or MP. However, for me, it's not the case. I'm much farther, so I should be able to actually handle this all by myself solo. But with that said, right now we're just really focusing on the tentacles, so we need to navigate through Lyneth Sea here. And we've come in, and I'm just basically heading east as far as I can until we get to Lyneth Sea 4. So that's right where I am. And now I'm going to want to cut up. The nice thing about rogues is we get to see the whole map, or a much larger portion of the map, which really makes it nice when navigating maze-like maps, or just even larger maps, but more so like, this kind of maze map. Makes it kind of easy, so I just know which way is the dead end and which way I should go. Alright, now now once we're over here, now we did take our one step north in a sense to get up to C5. Now we're going to continue to head east again until we hit C8. Sorry if you're getting a little background noise there. You can pick up some of the weeds if you want. I'm a big fan of always just picking up things as you go. You never know when you need it or someone else will need it. And a lot of even the simplest things can be used for nice quests, like flowers, for example. You find flowers all around. There's a daily quest for a flower. Turn it in. There's a box of up to 15 million experience and 2 million AP. So our ability experience. You never know what you're gonna find. Or what you're gonna need, I should say. And the same thing with these Cretans. So you'll do them when you're trying to go from Master to Grandmaster, but you'll also come back to them at Endgame when you're trying to create your final armor. So you'll need to kind of be aware of how to do them again and how to go through and just basically finish it off. All right, I see my first octopus here on C8. I'm going to take it down nice and quick with my star attack. Oh, I need to switch an amulet over. It is not taking my attacks as well as I wanted. I was hoping I could just easily... Okay. And we got lucky first try. There's a tentacle. I'm just going to take another look through to see about a few others. Just since I did the walk here, these octopuses supposedly have a super rare chance of dropping a dark necklace. And, you know, it's not going to hurt to kill one or two of them. Take a few minutes while we're here. I don't want to spend a lot of time. I don't want to get involved with anything. If you're not as strong as I am, you might want to group or maybe just come in, kill your target, and get out. And that's basically all I needed to do. I was lucky to get the tentacle on the first drop. As you can see here, some of these ones take a little bit longer to do so. Or I should say the drop rate isn't always favorable. But I'm just going to hit this one up really quick. And there's, can't see the drop unless we wait for the move. I'll just kind of click over there and see if I got lucky. Nope, looks like a shield and a potion. Okay, so we got what we needed and we can head on out. From this point, I am done with the breath ring. You can deposit that and save it till later. All right. From this point now, I have the tentacle. I have everything I need. Realistically, though, all I need is the tentacle, so we can start with the dragon scale sword. That is also going to be a requirement of this quest. If you have it, you can just jump ahead a little bit further to where we'll meet up and meet. I don't believe I have one in my inventory. They're usually easy enough to gather. Getting a tentacle, as you saw, and then just kind of run around and shine wood. So to get everything else. At this point, we are good to go. With the exception of what kills the dragon scales. Actually, we will wait. Otherwise, I was going to change my defense and offense, but hold off. I still think I want to prefer the dark for a moment. All right. If we come in here and talk to... I thought it was this guy. Here we go. This one over here. How about some seafood? Yes, here you go. Step on its eye. Okay. Told us what we need to do. Now we need to go head over to Shinewood and look for the dragon. With that said, I do have a little map pulled out for us to kind of help us. So we can see where we go and we can see how to connect through to it. I do want to be able to put on my stuff so then I can just move into a faster form. It should be easy enough. All right, I'm going to switch over. Switch my belt, switch my necklace, go in full light mode. And I'm doing this now so that I can just get into my insect mode and have a little faster movement speed. All right, we navigate over to Shinewood and start walking. So if you have a group, if you're doing this like, right after mastering and moving on, you're definitely going to probably want somebody up higher. Because if you're a fresh new master, even with a group, the cretins are going to be a little hard. So definitely recommend having like this one other person who's kind of got some abilities, got some ability levels, who can help out. But either way, if you're doing this as a group, you're going for that, you can send people to different places. So you could send, one or two people over to get some tentacles. You could send a handful of people into Shinewood to get everything you need here. And you could, send one person out to the farmers to go pick up your cherries and grapes. Just doing whatever you need to kind of help facilitate and make everything go quicker. If you're by yourself like I am, then we just need to get it's just best to get everything beforehand. Or at best, getting the cherry and grapes, because those are in a different area. You didn't even take the tentacle. And then, obviously getting your breath ring and tentacle to then get the dragon scale sword. Most people, if you're going to be doing the whole quest or if you're going to be repeating the quest, you should at least have the dragon scale sword so you can pick up after the point of where I summon the dragon up here. It's super easy. This dragon scale sword quest is meant to be done at low level, I think in your 20s or 30s max kind of deal, somewhere around there. And so at a master, you will be able to take out this little dragon summon no problem. It's not really a quest meant for you. It's one of those things you do low level, you get an item and you're like, oh, I don't need this item, throw it away. And then finds out, yep, you do need that dragon scale sword. It does come in handy. At least if you're planning on doing the whole quest. All right. The insect cloak that I have, that changes me into a random insect. Got that from an event. It happens 4 times a year. A little time consuming, kind of chasing down and trying to capture insects or butterflies in a sense. But it's worth it for the movement speed if you don't have any other way to warp around or kind of walk fast. The only issue is you can't change gear once you're in the form, so that's why we made sure to put on our belt and our necklace now. I'm kind of forgetting things already, so I think once we're in 7, we hop down. We're right? Yes. Okay. The nice thing is pretty much in here, the trails or roads lead you to where you go, kind of give you an idea of what path to follow or at least where the exit might be. That looks like it's probably circling around, but I bet if we come down here, we'll find our little path. But I'll always hug the wall just to be safe. A little further east than I thought I was. This could be a great time to start hunting for like your mantis eyes and fruit if you haven't. Just kind of picking off creatures as you go. It never hurts, if you're short one item or so. You can't. All right. On our map, we see the dragon kind of looking like a little T-Rex or so. Trying to think of what the dinosaur was with Rugrats. All right, we got our loud roar, shielding up, and 1 kill hit. Maybe? Alright, maybe I'm gonna have to do 2. Or a couple more. Let's just lay into this thing. There we go. Yeah, man. So now I have the Dragon Scale Sword. Make sure you have room for it. Put your map back on just so you can see this kind of invisible barrier. And go back here to double check some things. I've got it there, and I've also got it kind of shorter here. I just didn't like those advertisements that were kind of placed there. So let's go. Let's see, we summon. Should be of ease. Now we need to work on these guys. Walk to 34. 7, we should be going up north now. And up and around. Just scoot down. One big important thing with Shinewood, I don't think a lot of people know. Why not? All right. Oh, I did. I'm misreading the map here. I gotta go over further. Shoot. One important thing about Shinewood, don't kill any fairies. Or if you see them anywhere else, don't kill them. Because there is a quest, or not even really much of a quest, it's more just an NPC you can go talk to once a DH or once an in-game year, and she will give you the chance, it'll be just a random opportunity sometime when you talk to her. She'll basically be like, oh, you're a friend of the fairies, and then boom, you have a chance of gaining a pet fairy. I still haven't gotten it. I've tried at least 2 or 3 times on this character over my life. It's random, comes and goes. Sometimes you get it, sometimes you don't. It's the same spot where priests can learn a little hidden spell here in Shinewood. We're not really going to go into it. I think that's in, Shinewood 11. I've got other bigger fish to fry, so we're not worried about a little fairy. Just kind of keep following our map. Kind of go all the way up. And then we can kind of cross over and come down from 19 there to 34. Yeah, so it's really like if you're low level, you're probably not going to have an issue with fairies. But what I tend to find is the higher level people, they'll come in with these ranged or area effect spells trying to kill one creature, and it'll leak over and kill another creature or all other creatures on the screen, and they might not see or happen to know a fairy walking by or walking into the spell. Boom, gets killed, and then you just lose your opportunity there now to get a pet fairy. You'll have to wait another year. You'll have to wait time for it to go by before you can become a friend again. So just don't kill. 16, I thought that was 18, that's 16, let's go 1 up, get what number map we will run into after this, probably 17, it would make sense, and now we head west here. So Shinewood has a lot of walking needed to kind of get through it before you get to a hunt that will give great experience, or in this case, kind of the ultimate bosses or Cretan for our quest. But the payoff is worth it. 21 now. Alright, getting close. So since it's just straight down again, switch over here. Stand in the head of the ant. Just keep going. And the paths will always be the kind of entrance exit over to the next map. Alright, so we see an ant. There's only one way to enter it and enter into it from. And definitely want to be using your mini map, at least once you get to these kind of designs, the ant head or dragon head, just because you'll know how to move around and navigate. Alright, I want you to come right in here in the very center. Hear something. That's it. No actual summon that comes here. We're just kind of hearing or seeing something off in the distance. And that's fine. And now we need to run over to 27. I'm trying to forget where these are at. So there we go. And I'm out. And the faster you move, the better you are, so these creatures won't get like really too aggressive or pull up on you. But with a group of people, yeah, if you're fresh masters, they're going to do that. They're going to come after you possibly. Since there's so many of you, it'll probably pool in group. You might have to kill them. I suggest just trying to hightail it out of there. No point to really spend extra time unless you're just straight trapped. I mean, you don't want to warp all the way out of Shinewood and have to walk back through. But also, if you just have somebody that can hide you, whether it be through a prayer, or the monks or rogues, maybe trap, the rogue can kind of sleep everybody or sleep all the monsters or blind all of the monsters. So they're not chasing you down. Not just, I don't know, the strength of your party could vary quite a bit. So I'm not sure if it'll be easy or hard for you to plow through them. I just say move on. They're not your target. You're looking for the Cretans. So we're at 26. Just gotta head over east now. And these are rather large maps, which make them fun and spacious, but do also take some time to get through. Should have a little path. Yep, there it is. A little hint to where the next map is. Alright, and we'll start to see our ant head here as well. And same thing, should just have to wander in and get a pop-up. That's one to think. There it is. Yeah. We did what we needed to. We don't actually have to spend a lot of time doing anything, just gotta get the pop-up so that we can make our potions. Alright, with that said, go back to the WordPad, kind of copied and paste everything so it's a little easier. Didn't have all the junk and advertisements in the way. But just pulled this right from good old Vorloff.com. It's going to be your best spot for almost all of the quests. I just don't think currently there's a place that does a better job. DA Wizard is really good as well. And there may be a few other resources out there I'm not aware of. Those two are usually the ones that I go to. All right, after 27, now head back to 17. Oh, where I crossed through, okay. It's been so long since I've gone through and done a lot of this. Nowadays, most people buy the final items and then just go and summon the Cretan. And that's a choice. You can totally do that if you want. Nothing against you. I just prefer to show people the whole way in case you don't have the ability to buy it or don't have the money to buy it. Definitely want to have your light belt on now. West up. There. Went too far down. This is an okay area to start hunting. That 24 and on, you'll start getting pretty decent experience. I believe from both, or at least from the mantises. I miss them, but still before then, you're not going to get much. You can kind of see that's around where the cutoff point, or around the point where things start getting a little bit stronger. But then the experience is worth it as well. 21 up to 19. And now east. And just look for the hut. You have to look for it. I know there's more than one, but I believe it's this one here against kind of the west edge. Find out in a moment. And 17, find the hut. Giant ant. Buried into the ground. Right, and then say, I have the fruits. There you go, good hunting. Oh, and he pushed me out. Always tends to happen because I don't get in far enough or far enough away from the door. Make sure I got the potion. Okay, and then we have to do the other one, say red mantis. Hey, oh, it escaped. Say, I have the mantis stuff. Okay. And now we should have bow. Did I get an X? Huh. Hold on to that, and never want to toss things out. Okay, so now we need to go back to 27, drop it, and then time to kill things. Alright, so back to 27. No shortcut there. Gotta go left, down, or in around her. And make sure we use the right potion. I don't think it'll take the other one, but make sure you just drop the right one. Go down to 22, and 24 up. No, it's really not too hard to navigate around here. Like I said, in some of the areas, like the summoning areas, you'll want to use your mini-map just for the invisible barriers that kind of designate the head and the spot. Outside of that, in these areas at least, you're just going to want to watch out for light attacks from mobbed up mantises and beetles here. They move really slow, so especially if you're in insect form, you shouldn't have much of an issue kind of dodging them and just getting past them. But you will see they do or they can kind of group up. And what I noticed too is, especially if a lot of people or travelers have been in hunting, can't quite handle them, there might be a lot of them kind of bunched up near the door or a certain area, and it can be troublesome, but get through it. Uh, 5, 26, and this one I like to just kind of get out of the trees as soon as I can. Alright, finally, there. It is. A lot of walking in this quest, but that's the point of this video, is to kind of show, one, how to navigate through it a little bit. You just don't want to read the maps online, and just to kind of show you the little nuances of everything. Plus, I hope I'm giving you a little bit of information you might not have received. But we want to make sure everybody knows how to play the game, how to get through, and how to be able to have fun. So what I'm going to do now, I'll take off the map, and it might not actually be too easy, but I want these beetles out of here. So I'm either going to sleep them, blind them, or just straight them, because they're pretty easy. They're going down. All right, so now that we're back in 27 on the same tile as the pop-up. Boom. That is the problem here. I wish I put the number down. Let's try. We'll just have to try all around. Which one are we dropping here? Again, we're dropping. Well, I was going to say the Mantis Potion, but the Passion Potion. Mantis Passion Potion. It probably wasn't the tile. Okay, there it was. That's how you know. It'll give you the pop-up again. Okay. And it's dead. But most importantly, what we want is that claw. Now off to 34. So yeah, when the summons and when everything come in, just be ready. I'm not too worried about it because of my level. Not too worried about these things, coming at me, killing me. But I probably will, at least the Cretan, because that'll be the hardest. That's like the grand boss of all of the quest line here. That I will place a bunch of sleep traps around to just keep it from moving, keep it from dioning and protecting itself. This way I can just lay into it with my attacks. Because it's going to want to protect itself, and that's what I want to prevent it from doing, because it's just going to take longer if it's invincible. It uses wings of protection, which is like the wizard Dione or invincibility. Lasts, I don't know, somewhere between 4 and 8 seconds. So we just don't want to have to waste a bunch of mana attacking it, that won't do anything. Okay, so 24, we have to head back over to 22 and then down to 34. The nice thing is once we're here, we're out here. So just keep moving. Things will get a little tricky though right after onto the end, and I'll bring that up once we get there. But for now, let's just focus back on the ant or the bug or whatever. Not the ant head, but this. This one I like because it is nice and easy to find it because you just have to get into the center of these four. Pop up so we know we're in the right spot. Place it down right underneath us. And it will summoned and died. Alright, so some of the easier parts are done now. Go back into quest. We've got our head and our claw. Head and mantis claw. Forest 31. Head to the north corner. Get our map back. Right, and that is where green mantis is. So, from this point on, definitely, like I was saying, 24 on, the monsters will get a little bit harder. And in rooms 30 and 31, we do have to be careful because there's green mantis, and that will wreck your day. They're fast, they're strong, and they'll mess you up. So we're good until we get to room 29, which will be coming up here short. The best thing is to definitely have something like I am right now, where you just have increased movement speed. This way you can kind of outrun it, because being on foot with normal movement speed will be quite hard, if not near impossible, to outrun it. I think you can outrun it, but it's going to be really hard. Alright, so I like to get my Dione up, and it wouldn't even hurt to just get some invisibility. It's not going to help us against the guys that already saw us, but it's going to help us if there's any green mantises. And all we have to worry about is a short little corner cut right through here. But believe me, more times than not, I have seen a green mantis hiding in that few step range right there. Okay, 30 we're safe. And if that's the case and you get to it, then yeah, you're going to have to run all the way around, try to lure him somewhere else. Or if none of that will work, you may have to call up some higher level characters to come in and remove it. But hopefully you can just not either see it or kind of outrun it or outmaneuver it a little bit. Okay, so we're going into 31. 31 is actually where we have to summon this, but we need the dragon scale sword, and we need to make sure that there's going to be no green mantises around. And again, kind of the same thing. If there are, we're going to have to lure them away, or we're going to have to kind of call in the big guns, call in some other people to help us take care of it. Like, there's a green one right there. This is going to be... So what I'm going to want to do first... I don't need that anymore. I'm going to try to take care of a few of these. It'll be easier with the mantises than the beetles, for me at least. Just keep up my Dione. And I might even want to start putting these guys to sleep to make things easier. But ultimate goal is to deal with that green mantis that's over there. And that's going to be fun, to say the least. Oh, don't really want to waste all my mana over here, but I do need to kind of take these things out. I want to clear out the area so I just have less things coming at me. Less things I need to worry about and kind of keep my DA1 shields up before. Alright. Slow and steady. Wins the race. Come on. And you, like I said, use all my mana basically. Don't really have a lot. Having 100k is really not all that much. Just take a little slow time restoring healing. I'm going to try to get this other one next to it so that I can attack them both at the same time. Come on. It does help when you have better hit to not have to miss all of these. But we're in Shinewood. These creatures are harder. They're meant to have some magic resistance. Getting a lot of it right now. I mean, because I'm not perfect, I did use all of my mana, which does prevent me from then being able to cast my shield and invincibility. But, like I said, slow and steady. Definitely want full mana when I come to summon. And when I go to deal with the green mantis that's up here. Does not hurt to have some extra scrolls just in case things hit the fan. Scroll out, or maybe you bring them all the way to a different corner. Ooh, lost my speed. And then warp out and come back in from a different angle. Make sure I have what I need. Okay. I really hope I get something fast. Okay, good. Frog form is fast. Alright. I really want to keep my distance from this green mantis, but I need it to see me, and I need these other guys not to trap. If you keep a healthy distance from it, you should be fine. This might be a little tricky because if they can't hit me, I can't wake up. But I think I pretty much got him to the distance that I want. Alright, I'm going to trap and leave him up there. It looks like it's high enough away from entrance exit that should protect people as long as they just don't go directly up that way first. Alright, that's all you have to do to maneuver around a green mantis. Okay. Oh, shoot. I have to equip the drag. It was perfect time for me to. Okay. Equip the dragon scale. Yep, so I'm going to have to do this. It means I'm. Uh-oh. I really needed to click on the dragon scale sword while I was in my form here. Alright. Well, the best way to fix this then is I have to get out of my form, and I don't have the mount that can change me, which is annoying as it is. I'll get right back in though, and I'll be out of form. Good to go. Alright. Just make sure. And there's the Hydra. And I'm just going to hit it with the spells. And hope I can take it out that way. Yep. So what I'm going to do is just get a nice poison on it. Bring it right down here. Put it to sleep. And just go to town with my star arrow on it. Hey, lost its first head. We'll have to do this 3 times to take each one of the heads out. Poison sleep, staying away, making sure not to go towards where the green mantis was. Keep the shield up. Poison sleep. Keep that shield up. I know I'm going to have some fun when it comes to the Crete, and that's going to take a little bit of effort on my part. I'm just not the strongest person in the world, so I'll have to take some time getting into it. A little bare hand didn't never hurt anything. Finish it off. There we are. And we picked up, where did it just go? The Lady Phoenix Claw. Perfect. I am going to Dione and go invisible. Now that we have this, now that we've only returned to 30, enter the hut, say Cretan. I have the head and I have the claw. Right, okay, return to 30. I think it's this. Alright, yeah. I am a master. I have the head. Right. And then say I have the claw. Boom. Truly are a great. Okay. But now I have the claw, the feather, and the ring. Basically just ready for the end of this. Okay. Alright, we're ready to slay this. Now we have to go to 35. Pull up our map again, get an idea. We just go down 2 and the left or west 1. So 30, we're going to be relatively safe. Just maybe keep up my shield or keep up some invisibility. Probably should have just whatever. Invisibility, whatever you need to do. As you can see, they do kind of mob up a little. But I am going to try not to get stuck. I am going to go invisible when I come in here, though, because I don't want a green guy to see. And we just need to head south. So just move as fast as you can, trying not to get hung up on any creatures. I like to give an extra space, not walk right next to a creature like I just did, but at least give an extra single space so that if they change their direction, they don't move in front of me and just stop. Another one, maybe wait till it's fully loaded to make sure you can see everything, or just kind of keep moving in because I didn't see any green mantises. I do see one now out of the corner, so I'm going to kind of go very wide. And it is, I believe, possible to find more than one green mantis on a map. So just because you saw one doesn't mean that it's solo. Map on to get an idea. Try to stay invisible for more protection against everything. Usually, if they don't see you, you're fine. But if they see you and then you go invisible, they will still kind of go after you. Oh, shoot. That's because I'm going the very wrong way. We have to go west, not south. Paying attention to my map. Just about hit the whole kind of south border there. That's fine. I'll just chalk it up to the fact that I had to go around that green mantis. Just going to kind of go over to the edge here, hoping that it's safer, and it's a good kind of line that I can follow with my mini map too. And there we go. I was able to successfully pass green mantises. Alright, in 35 we'll be safe, but here, weird spot. So this is a very large map too. But where does it say to go? 36, 38. There, I kind of see it on the map, that little like L shape with a dot in the middle. And this too, before anything happens, what I want to do, I want to clear these guys out. Like I just don't want them hanging around, attacking me, cursing me, things like that. You know, blocking me from moving. So just take care of them really quick here. Another one. Maybe I'll just. I think he's coming anyway. Some more sleep traps down. Ooh, get my shield up. Protect myself. And we'll take them out. Always use more magic than I want to. But it's all good. There we go. Okay. Give myself a moment to restore some mana, and then should be good to go. Alright, we're getting there, but I still want full mana going into this. What I can do though, especially as a rogue right now, do I have to walk or do I have to drop on the altar? 36, 38. So just watch that spot. And I'm going to probably put these sleep snare traps all around so that the monster or the cretin will trigger them. I already saw a mantis coming after me. I think what I'm going to do is just on the steps, and then I'll try to bring him this way, or her this way. And a beetle showed up. That's what's going to happen if you take too long, though. But that's fine. I should have everything that I need now. Let's get into mode. Put on my protection. And we are summoning. Move over this way a little bit so that it comes after me. Hit those traps. Oh my goodness, am I just gonna miss everything on here? Alright, there we go. Oh, probably gonna have to bash you, aren't I? I'm gonna want to poison you then. Okay, come on. Yeah. Okay. Definitely should have got some poison going on though. See how this works. This might take a little longer than I anticipated. I thought I was a little bit more powerful than I am. Alright, there we go. Now we can get poison opportunity in here. Oh, maybe not. Wish I had a better hit rate. I wasn't missing so much. Kill this thing so I don't have to worry about it. I just hate having... Not that I really should even be worried about it. Okay, that's what I was talking about. It just casted Wings of Protection. That is not what we want. Well, my life is coming down very slowly, but it is coming down. Alright, there's the poison. And that should be the sleep. Hey, things are moving forward. Do a lot of damage though. Or 800. 850,000. We can do this though. Make sure I'm getting those back attacks in. Did you get caught up in the trap? Try to break through and head out. Oh, that's not the one I want. Oh, trying to do too many things at once. Just focus. Are you gonna come at me? Oh, come on. And I just keep missing. $160. We're definitely doing stuff to it, guys. Sorry this is so slow and painful, but it's just the process. I mean, I am doing this by myself with a group or, you know, a warrior, monk, somebody that can pause or curse this. Definitely will make this go by a lot faster. But remember, I'm just soloing this, nothing special. Pure archer who's not fully maxed or fully equipped. So, do what I can. Make it through. Have fun. I could probably go a little bit faster if I played a little bit more risky, but I just like to play nice and safe because I don't want to die. Not that I should by any means, but play it safe. Not everybody's going to be at the same strength level. Not everybody's going to be a solo or in a strong party. So whatever happens, happens. And just hope that you're able to get through it. And this helps a little bit. Much magic deflection. Slow and steady. Keep it sleeping. Maybe poisoned if you can. That helps too. Move that. Almost there. I'm sure I probably could have handled this better and faster, but like I said, it's safe, I'm alive, and I'm happy. Before we know it, we'll kill it, and then all you have to do is just drop the head on the altar where you summoned it. Quest complete. You will receive your armor, or whatever item you are, depending on class for this cretin. And then you can move on to the other ones. And there we go. You get your cretin head. And like I said, once you walk on to the spot that you summoned it, it'll take the head from you, and then you'll be given the legend defeated Lady Phoenix. Well, thank you very much for watching, and have fun playing games.